All right, the project at hand right now, my friend's building a house and he trying to set some rafters. So let's see if we can get this started up. If you want to try a higher gear, it's got them. One of those levers will shift this thing up.
This is forward reverse.
Maybe try one. All right, wait. They're labeled. Hang on. One of these takes it at a 4-wheel drive.
Oh.
Wait.
So it's in or out? Well, why is there a piece of wood here?
No, that was to hold it in gear. Hang on. Pull it. Is it in neutral?
Yeah, I think. That might be it. And then the only thing, we'll just have to go to lower gear.
All right. This is like.
For the hill.
Just try that. Maybe that may have shifted it. She's cruising now. Yeah.
The collar ties are 3x10s. They go down this way.
Okay.
On top.
All right, nice.
That's exactly what that needs.
been a good week since I've been here, and this thing, he's got this like already halfway built. So there's nothing on crane right now, but I want to fix this hook. So you can see it's got this plate on this side for weight, and it's missing on that side.
Can I pet him?
Yeah, you can pet him. All right, so let's just measure this. So we have 13 wide, 13 inches. That symbol represents an inch, two of those. And so now we're gonna measure our height. How tall?
What's the height?
This is how tall the whole thing is.
Yeah.
So we got 20 inches and a half. Yeah. So now we got to get these right. It's be real simple. So what we'll do is we'll go 6 inches here. Here we got 14 and a quarter. 8 3/4. I'll measure it up here. Let's go cut this out. Okay, the reason for this plate is because this thing's always hanging crooked, and sometimes when you go to cable out, it doesn't have enough weight, and instead of going down, what'll happen is the spool on the winch will just unwind and make a mess of the cable. Yeah, that's it. Tighten that up. I mean, I guess there was some bolt holes here I could have cut, but it's just got to hang.
What do you need
there.
them for?
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere.
Wow, I can't believe like
That's gonna work so much
that
better.
thing weighed that much that it tilted it. Like,
Well, that's what it's there for.
how heavy was that when you picked it up?
I mean, it's not.
Just enough, I guess.
It's enough to.
Let me get a grease fitting. You want to pull that?
Yeah, let's fix that.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't find it.
didn't.
I feel this too big.
Yeah, it's not too big.
You want to tap it with a hammer? There you go.
It's gonna break.
Hopefully it don't shear off.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna.
Sweet.
Nah, I got it. It's tight enough.
I gotta hold a lot of pressure there. Let's check it.
Alright. Here, grab the...
I know it's taking grease.
I mean, yeah.
Go more.
Oh, no, I see some. No, that's grease in it. It's greased. Look how nice that is, hanging even.
Oh my, yeah.
All right, so here we are a few weeks later. This guy pretty much finished the rest of this without even needing that crane because he needed it for the few big beams, but then it's all just putting stuff up by hand. All right, well, all the crane work is done here. So let me get this thing brought back home, and I got a big project for it coming up right now. It needs batteries. There's no way it's gonna start like that. I need this thing a bunch, so let me just. Yeah, I think these are the batteries that it came with too. So, got two 6 volts. You can tell they're 6 volt when they have 3 cells. So this is 2 6-volt batteries hooked in series. Another way to tell if the batteries are, or if they're gonna take a charge or not, is when you hook jumper cables up to it or a charger and it's running, and if you see a spark, you know, a decent spark, that means that the batteries want to suck in power. They're taking a charge. That's why it's good to have a battery charger with an amp meter on it. If you got that battery charger set to, you know, 30 amps or whatever, and they're sucking in current, you know, 30 amps, that means they're taking a charge. If you see the tiniest little spark and they're dead like this, they're not coming back, or they usually don't. Oh, it's frozen in there. There it goes. That's the way to do it. Just needed batteries. All right, well, that's good that my friend got his house finished. Well, at least finished to the point where he doesn't need a crane anymore. Now, this is in place for its next job. It's about to be unloading a bunch of spancrete panels in 2 days and then putting up a bunch of steel.